Hello everyone, MeanSpeed here with another Renegade line video. Today I'm going to be talking about the map trailer that was recently shown, as well as the 6th and final Q&A, and also something else which was sort of like a secret thing at the end, but I'm not going to put it in the title or anything. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, so the map trailer, which you'll be seeing now. Yeah, I mean I thought it was awesome. It was, to be honest, almost like a film trailer. And the music was epic. It was dramatic. It was really good. The editing was amazing. The camera shots, how the camera panned across, the use of free cam was really nice. The free cam itself looks like it'll be really useful for certain videos and stuff. Like, you know, you could recreate this trailer and do one of your own or whatever when the game's available, because yeah, the free cam just looks easy to use and well made. So yeah, the intro effects are really good as well, when how the Raw Vengeance logo just came in and everything. But yeah, just good work by everyone involved in it, I think. It had some new buildings and updated objects in it. For example, the old danger sign, which was in Guess the Object a while ago, it actually has writing on it, so it's a bit different. I'm assuming they just changed it and tweaked it, unless they made a new one, but it looks like they just changed it to me. And there's also a church-looking building, which is also new. It might not be a church, but it looks a different style to the other buildings we've seen anyway. I was trying to spot for anything hidden, like a code or a hidden message or object, but I actually couldn't see anything like that, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it was just something just to try out. The water, I thought it was moving very efficiently, especially compared to the free cam shots on the first gameplay video that we saw last October. Of the stream and the waterfall looks a lot more, you know, just a lot better now. But I mean, obviously it was to be expected that the water could change over time as well, like pretty much everything else. The final Q&A, well, they said it was the final one, so you know, maybe something else will take over from it. Maybe like another video series of sorts. I think that would be interesting. You know, hopefully that can happen. You know, more videos of maybe actual gameplay, because we found out a lot of information, but I mean, we haven't seen proper gameplay in a while, and we haven't seen any like player versus player stuff. I've said this a few times before already, but it would be nice to see like the developers fighting each other with commentary or something. That'd be quite amusing and also good to see. Yeah, so I'm going to pick out things like I always do from the Q&A that I think were just more, you know, the things that were the most to mention. I mean, the other things are just little bits here and there that some people maybe aren't that interested in compared to the other things I'm going to say, but yeah. So apparently they're 60% done with the game, but that wasn't stated. Like that 60% number, it wasn't said whether that's actually just for the alpha stage or just the general state of the game for a public release. Because 40% is a lot to do if we're going to play the game in alpha near the end of the year. But to be honest, I mean, the alpha doesn't really need to be complete anyway, since it's still a very early stage of playing and testing. So yeah, just thought I'd try and pick something out of that number. So yeah, the game, excuse me, is apparently still missing animations, and the map is pretty much done. I mean, as we saw in the trailer, I mean, it looks pretty much done to me as well. I mean, it looks amazing, so I'm hoping that, you know, they can just say that they're done with that now, and they, you know, we'll be able to move on to other things. Yeah, the agent and the sniper are apparently the next classes to be worked on properly, since the tank and the spotter were worked on first. I'm sure a lot of you already knew that the tank was worked on like earlier, since we've seen that class in every gameplay video to date. Because we've seen the rocket jumping showcase, we've seen in the first gameplay there was the guy with the RPG as well. And he also had a shotgun and a machine gun. So yeah, he's been seen a lot, so we know he's been worked on. But the spotter has also been seen in a very old screenshot, like this old HUD screenshot, with a character holding an SMG and having talents that look like what the spotter actually does and has. So he might have been worked on first before the tank, actually, because this is a really old HUD screenshot to my knowledge. But yeah, speaking of those talents in that screenshot, we also found out that a lot of the talents, they actually didn't make the cut. So We didn't get any specifics, so I'm not gonna, say what they were, because we obviously didn't get anything. But some of the talents in this image might actually not still be around. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to assume that, I mean, there were some things that were maybe too ridiculous for like a competitive game, so they couldn't put them in. Or, well, basically, I'm thinking it comes down to limitations, time limitations, funding, something being too overpowered or something being too underpowered, something like that, or something that doesn't make sense but was still an interesting idea at the time. But yeah. We also found out we'll be able to use our own resources that we've made to use in the map editor, meaning there's going to be a lot more variety in the styles and the themes of custom maps. Obviously, as long as it's our own stuff, due to copyright issues and all of that. Now, getting to this bit now. Yeah, I'm moving past the Q&A a bit now, but I mean, it was pretty much just focused on the development and all of that. But yeah, a lot of the answers seem to come down to, from what I remember, was stuff like vague answers like we're working on this or we're thinking about a few things, but we didn't get too many specifics. But that's fine. I mean, I've still found a decent amount of things to pick out from the Q&A. So yeah, like I said, this is something I spotted at the end of the video, and I actually want to address it. Because it actually wasn't addressed at all. It was basically, well, I'll get to it now. Basically, there was an image for a few split seconds at the end of the Q&A which showed what looked to be a squirrel or a hamster wearing a police outfit. Now, at first, I thought this was just like a weird random image that was put at the end by mistake. I don't know, someone had it on their downloads or whatever and just it got thrown in. But I don't know how that would have happened actually. But I'm thinking, since it looks like a proper design image and it actually has the Renegade Line logo by it, that this is actually intended to be here at the end as a sort of a teaser for shoulder pets, which were actually confirmed a little while ago. I'm glad I spotted this, because I am actually really convinced this will be one of the shoulder pets in the game. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty funny and unique. There's a lot of attention to detail, and it's cute, like shoulder pets should be. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this video on Renegade Line. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.